Bro, I feel like my head is about to explode right now. I'm not gonna lie. This is gonna be a video for the Buster Dead channel. How we all doing, fellas? Obviously, expect lower quality from this channel, as we mentioned before in the last video. But tonight I wanted to talk about burnout. Tonight I wanted to talk about content motivation, which is something a lot of people say is a myth. But I personally I believe motivation gets you going, discipline keeps you going. So I have a bit of a different philosophy than most people, I think, on motivation. Play some Borderlands, load up a bong rip, record a video. Sounds like a good night to me, fellas. So I'm gonna try and stay on track as much as I can in this video. Obviously, I'm recording live commentary, and I'm not used to doing that. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully, we get better over time with this kind of stuff, and the Buster Dead videos become a bit more seamless. Jesus Christ, dude, that's so loud. Shut up, that's loud. Fuck off. Anyways, bro, I've had a difficult time making videos lately. I don't know if you guys have been able to tell from the upload schedule, but I've had a bit of difficulties. I'm not gonna lie. At first, when I returned, there was little to no content ideas that actually made sense for the channel. But now it's just kind of gotten to a point of I'm getting back into the swing of things. And for some reason, it feels exceptionally difficult this time. And I don't know why. My whole life, as a whole, kind of feels a little bit different in general. Now as opposed to the past 2 years or so, 2.5 years, which is how long the channel's been around, or the main channel I should say. I don't know, man. I think I'm at a weird point right now. I don't know what it is. I'm trying to balance everything, you know what I mean? And a lot of people will tell you, oh, there's no such thing as work-life balance, just always be working. And it's yes, to a certain extent, absolutely, but I think it's really important to acknowledge that you can really work yourself to a detriment, you know what I mean? Bro, if you're pushing yourself for 365 days out of the year, you know what I mean? Eventually the quality of what you're able to put out or what you're able to achieve is going to diminish over time, you know what I mean? There has to be diminishing results to overworking yourself, but nobody ever wants to bring that kind of shit into the conversation when you're talking about content and stuff, you know what I mean? I actually was having a conversation with Sleepy recently, and it makes me laugh looking back on it, because his recent video, he's talking about going bi-daily every other day on his channel, which I thought is so funny, because 2 weeks ago we were having the conversation and I was I think I'm gonna do that on my channel, put a little bit more quality into the videos, a little bit more effort, and then upload them every 2 or 3 days, and maybe make a second channel. This is when I started talking about making this channel. And he was no, you gotta go daily. You just gotta go daily. Just find something to upload, even if there's no topics. And he's now he's going every couple days too, so I don't know, it's funny. I don't know, man. Like I said before, it's it's almost I think I mentioned this on the channel before. The last time I returned, it was difficult for me to get back into the swing of things, uploading consistently after taking just a week off. So that it's crazy, you know what I mean? And now I took a couple months off, and so it's a little bit difficult getting back into the swing of things. You do have to push yourself to a certain extent to find the motivation to get you going, so that you can then have the discipline that keeps you going. There's a certain algorithm, but I don't know, dude. This is just a random one-off video. There's no real point to it. If this video vibes with you, cool. If not, nobody's making you stick around, bro. I probably wouldn't stick around a video like this, so I don't blame you. This is just for the real diehards. That's what I learned about a second channel as well. The only people that are really gonna be watching the second channel for a video like this, especially, is a great example, are the diehards of the main channel. You know what I mean? So it's cool. It's gonna be an interesting experience to see all the people coming over to this channel and be yes, these are the OGs. Not that I don't already know you guys and I'm able to pick you out, but yeah, it's cool. Like I was saying earlier though as well, there's a lot going on in regards to changes in my life, in my personal life and shit like that, which is obviously I'm not gonna go into the details on my fucking YouTube channel, on my public YouTube channel, but what I will say, why won't this gate open? Obviously, I'm not going to go into too much detail. I'm going to turn the fucking sound off, bro. I'll try this one more time. Obviously, I'm not going to go into too much detail with the shit going on in my personal life, but there's been some big shifts in a lot of things. I've done a lot of growing over the past couple of months, and I'm still currently in a period where I would say I'm still doing so, you know what I mean? I'm still growing, I'm still young. And to be honest with you, a lot of the things I'm learning, a lot of the things I'm going through, and stuff like that is probably things I should have learned earlier on in my life, but I did have a bit of a delayed start to the adult world and shit like that. I lived a pretty stress-free life for the first 2 years of the channel, And that's not really the case anymore. It's not that I'm in like a much different position in life. It's just I understand the stakes of, you know, my current position in life very well, right? So it's a lot more stressful, understanding that I really gotta stay on the ball, gotta stay on point. Like, I live on my own, bro. 21-year-olds typically, you know, have a very difficult time living on their own. You know what I mean? It's fucking financially difficult. Not only that, but it's like incredibly stressful, bro. Like, imagine being 21 years old. You've barely gotten the opportunity to learn basic adult skills. You know what I mean? You're horrible at handling the stresses of the world because nobody in your family conditioned you to deal with that because, you know, we live in the 21st century. There's just a lot to get used to, you know what I mean? I've been living on my own for like 4 years and I'm still adapting, bro. For me personally, one thing I've actually been doing a lot of lately, which I need to stop doing, is I have been putting like an exorbitant amount of pressure on myself. And if that's something you guys, any of you watching this video do, you gotta stop, bro. You gotta stop because, like, listen, you know that there are certain actions that you need to carry out in a day. There's certain things that you need to do in a day to lead to like the best life for you. You know what I mean? Waking up every day at a certain time, not necessarily waking up every day at a certain time, but it's a good example. Like going to the gym, eating healthy, like just generally taking care of yourself, like growing, you know, mentally, emotionally, everything, right? We all know that there's these things that we need to do in these frameworks that we need to follow. That will, like, objectively, you know, inarguably lead to us having a healthier, happier life in the long run. But so many of us, I guarantee you at least 50% of you watching this video probably do this yourself, where you just stress about these actions that you need to carry out. Stop doing that, bro. And now this is literally a situation of the blind leading the blind. I'm not even joking when I say that. Every single day I have to, like, stop myself, slow myself down, and not like stress myself out over like things that I need to do, because shit gets overwhelming, man. As long as you're able to take the pressure off of yourself in regards to the things that you need to do, you'll easily get them done. And like, I know saying this probably sounds so surface level, like, of course, but it's something I've been learning over the last couple of weeks at least. Hey, so post-editing Buster here. I was actually recently having a conversation with somebody about this whole stressing yourself out thing, and I wanted to share what me and this person were talking about earlier, because I came to a very awesome conclusion, in my opinion, about the whole stressing yourself out thing. The best part about taking pressure off of yourself and not stressing yourself out so much about the things you need to do in a day and the things you need to do to further your life is that not only does it allow you to get the work done, get the shit done that you need to get done, it also allows you to enjoy the process of getting it done. So I don't want to get too preachy or anything like that, but I want to get a little bit preachy. I have a YouTube channel, so it's kind of what I like to do. But anyway, maybe this is part of my ADHD as well. Like when I start to like overstress myself about certain things that I need to get done, they just don't get done, you know what I mean? But nah, that's for real a big part of my issue right now, as well as my untreated ADHD. I am a fucking broke ass right now. Well, that's not necessarily true, but I had to wait till Monday to get my prescription for my ADHD meds. Actually, I wasn't going to go into detail on that, but that might be an interesting conversation. So before, I was on Vyvanse. If you guys are interested in hearing about my experience on Vyvanse as somebody with ADHD and it was prescribed, I'm not just out here doing recreational fucking stimulants, okay, guys? I think a lot of people actually got that perception at first. Anyways, I was taking Vyvanse before. So for me, Vyvanse had a bit of a, what would you call it? Like an opposite effect on me as Jesus, dude, as it does on most people. So most people, it's said to make them less impulsive. For me, I experienced, what the fuck just happened there? I experienced a significant increase in my impulsivity. Bro, I'm having a stroke right now, for real. So I didn't really like that. I also didn't like the emotional dysregulation that it caused me. So I asked my psychiatrist to see if we could slot me on Concerta. Well, it wasn't my suggestion. She suggested Concerta. But yeah, we're going to be trying that out in a little bit. We're going to see how that increases the workflow. You guys will be able to actually, like, demonstrably see how my workflow increases when I'm on, like, medication, like ADHD medication. My crazy pills, bro? No. I love ADHD medication, man. It's I feel like when I find the right one, which is something like, I'm still in like the experimentation phase of like finding the right medication and shit like that. So when I find the right one, I feel like it's genuinely gonna like save my life. Because if any of you have ADHD, if any of you that are watching this have ADHD, bro, you know how much of a detriment it can be to somebody who just wants to get shit done, man. Like, it's tough. And so many people, like, I've tried to have this conversation with so many people. I even saw Lyrics tweet this out the other day about, like, Jalen talking about, oh, I just wish I could get prescribed a stimulant. I hate not being able to do anything. I beat myself up and then I don't get more done. And I don't like Jalen, trust me, bro. Believe me, I'll be the first one, like, but you know what I mean? But when I saw this tweet, I was like, bro, I feel that. Like, I genuinely feel that. Like, that's ADHD. And Lyrics just quote tweeted it and was like, nah, I'd say this is just being generally lazy or something like that. I'm paraphrasing, but nah, I hate when people just write, like, people's genuine accurate description of their ADHD experience off as just being lazy. It's like, have you ever fucking, like, are you actually, it pisses me off, bro, because I feel like a fucking autist right now trying to explain my autism to somebody that doesn't understand it. ADHD isn't on that same level, but, like, in regards to people's lack of understanding about it, it absolutely is. That's crazy. Did you guys hear the story about Dylan Mulvaney, who obviously is a trans woman, born a man, got a trans operation to become a man, or become, what did I say? What is it? I can never remember these fucking situations. Naturally born male that became a female, who was gay for a very long time, openly gay, liked men, which is like, if you're a woman, if you got transitioned to become a woman, are you gay or are you straight? Does that make you heterosexual? Is calling yourself gay as a transgender woman, is that transphobic because you're not addressing yourself as your identifying gender? Ha ha! Got you, motherfuckers! Sorry. But anyways, Dylan Mulvaney came out as being straight and is actually into women. Wait, this situation's so confusing. Bro, it's literally the meme of the guy looking at numbers surrounding him, trying to figure this shit out. And now wants a woman to impregnate this transgender woman who is Dylan Mulvaney. This shit's crazy, bro. This shit doesn't make any sense. Let me find this fucking tweet. Yes, this is it. Dylan Mulvaney comes out as straight. Y'all been played by Miss 5 O'Clock Shadow.
So I recently told my parents that I may be a little bit romantically interested in women. And that was a big shock for them, considering the past 10 years of coming out as gay, then queer, then non-binary, then trans. And I think it was just a bit of a shock. So I tell my dad and he goes, well, I would love to see you get a woman pregnant. And I said, oh, no. She would be getting me.
I'm just like, when I see things like this, I'm like, look at this guy's facial structure. Look at this guy's eyes. Sorry, woman's. Look at the bridge of this dude's nose. Look at this guy's forehead. You've seen this facial structure before somewhere in the world, right? Like, you see people like your buddy Dave your buddy Dave from your hometown kind of looks like your buddy Steven from your current town. You know what I mean? Like, they kind of have the similar facial structure. Like, you've seen a dude like this before. You know what I mean? Imagine that dude that you've seen in person before, in tangible real life, was like this. I'm gay, I'm queer, I'm non-binary, I'm trans. Look, dude, if you're gay, fine. If you're trans, fine. If like, honestly, if 7 dicks in one night as a dude for you, if that's your fucking thing, fine. I don't give a fuck. But this is just a mentally unstable individual. Plain and fucking simple. But we didn't even get to the end of the video yet. We didn't even acknowledge the end of it where they say, whatever the fuck, says they want a woman to get them pregnant. Unironically, this is real. This is the world we fucking live in now. This kind of shit's going on on the channel. Second channel. What am I fucking saying, dude? It's late. Anyways, that's a crazy story. This was a bit of a shitpost throwaway. Is this the kind of stuff we're going to be doing on Buster Dead? I don't know, man. This is kind of fun to record. I'm going to edit this and get it up tomorrow. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, sub if you're new. I'm out of here. Peace.